Hey guys, welcome back to Sophie Unfiltered. Here I'm joined by my good friend Zerica Griffin. Zerica is a makeup artist for TV and film, and she's also a content creator. So tell the listeners and watchers a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Hey guys, so I'm Zerica Griffin, as Sophie just introduced me. I'm a hair and makeup artist for TV and film. I've done a lot of like big TV shows, a lot of small TV shows. I do a bit of everything.
She does Virgin.
Yeah, I work in Virgin. I've been head makeup artist on a film that was shown in LA. Which was like a very proud amongst the world.
Yeah.
So it's starring Aidan Gillen. So I've been just doing a lot of that, and that's one of those things I am proud. And I did study to do film. I have a 1-1 BA degree, which I will get into it, but someone who I done LCA, which was like Leaving Cert Applied. It's a different way of learning in secondary school. So I actually remember like specifically my career guidance teacher being like, maybe you should think of doing something that because like
artsy.
But also getting into IDT is quite hard to get into. Like you need to do basically your portfolio. It doesn't just go by points. You have to get loads of stuff.
See, this is cool because this is all stuff I actually don't know.
Yeah. So it is. It's kind of like a niche industry to be in, but yeah, no, I do love it. It's long hours, really, really early hours, but I love it.
Yeah, and she's the queen of SFX. So if you've seen my Halloween look,
the purple,
we should have done something. It would have been deadly another time, but like it'd be deadly, like for me to sit here and something
Halloween,
mad and like do
next Halloween we're thinking of doing something good.
Next Halloween we do an episode of us in costume. That would be sick.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But Zerica is your girl. For makeup, she does make, like, as you can see, her glam is...
I don't glam. No,
I keep cursing, guys. I keep doing this.
Oh, you're not allowed to curse?
No, not even for the first, like, 10... It's, like, the first... YouTube need to lift this stuff. Spotify is grand, though, isn't it, and thing. But, yeah, it's just so annoying. I can't not curse.
I'll just say. So, I don't just do normal beauty makeup. Like, there's nothing wrong with just doing normal beauty makeup, but I do a lot of SFX. For the last, like, probably 10 years, I worked in Nightmare Realm, which is, like, a haunted house in Dublin.
Guys, you need to check out her page. We'll pull up the accounts after, but she's insane. Like.
So, I actually used to be head makeup artist. I've left, no bad blood or anything. I just... was so busy during October, so I was like, I actually can't give it my all, and I am the type of person that like if I can't give it my all, then I'm not giving it. Like, so I left Nightmare Realm, but on good terms.
Love. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm trying to get better at interrupting, but that's what I feel like with the podcast. I don't have my mic. Sorry. That's what I feel like with the podcast is. Don't give it, if I'm going to be half-arsed energy, and if I can't lock in, and if don't have the time and it's
people
rushed, people can tell. I want the work I produce to be my best work.
Yeah.
And that's the same with you.
Yeah, because also, like, I know my previous boss, like, he respected that because he knows that, like, I did put my blood, sweat and tears into everything that I do. And I know that I wouldn't have been able to do that if I stayed trying to multitask everything, because it's hard, especially in like the industry that we're in. It's hard to like juggle everything.
Events, you've PR events on top of
like it's hard to like balance that as well as like a full-time job, and like sometimes it's nice, but it can be definitely overwhelming. And I do think it was best choice. But yeah, obviously like all of those things I'm very proud of, and it definitely shaped me to be the makeup artist that I am. And I also
I didn't even realize now like how talented you were. I didn't underestimate you. We're friends.
I don't really post it on that much social media.
You're not as consistent as you should be.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
she's still posting things from jobs from last fucking year.
It's because
she's like, forgot to post this though, and I'm like, girl, come on.
Do you know what it is? It's because like I work in film, and like anyone who works in film knows that it's such long hours that when you're finished the job, you're like, I can't even look at that. So then when I'm over it, I'm like, oh, that was kind of cute. I'm like, okay, I'm going to post that. But unfortunately, it does leave a domino effect. So I do need to get better
and
at that.
And then you're kind of rushing from work to events and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Then you're not able to record your own glam.
Yeah.
And you have such good... How many times do I compliment your makeup a week? Like?
Literally, and I don't even post anything about it. Like, literally. No. And a lot of time I come to events and I'd have like blood or like dirt underneath my nails. And it's just not giving. It's not giving. But
people just be thinking you're filthy.
No, literally. Or I'd smell like Prosade. And if anyone like has ever had Prosade on themselves, it smells like
Prosade?
egg. It's like
That
for
yoke
prosthetics. So like if someone had like, I don't know, like a gash on their face or something, it's just an adhesive to like stick the prosthetic onto your skin. And it does like a blending edge as well, but it doesn't smell good.
No. Zerica is your girl for any spooky. I don't feel like there's a lot of people that actually take bookings for SFX in this country, isn't there?
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely think it's a niche. And I've always been interested in not just pretty makeup, but just into like the gore and like horror movies and stuff like that. I definitely don't like watching horror movies when I'm by myself, but I love watching the SFX on it.
And you know what? Even like I went to see Black Phone too.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's like all of our conversation about SFX. I'm like looking at detail. I'm like, oh my God, like you'd be like you're made for them type of films. Like really, really good.
No,
I feel like you would have been great on like Michael Jackson Thriller. You know, like doing all this.
Yes. No, yeah. And I actually recently got nominated with Goss.ie on 2 nominations.
There you go. Plug it. But wait, no, but the vote's closed now, isn't it?
The vote's closed,
and by the time this is out, when is the event?
It's next Sunday, so I don't know like if I'll win or not.
This
is
going to be out a while after, but she's nominated. She's in 2 categories, so you've doubled the chance.
Yeah, and to be honest, like obviously it would be really a good accomplishment to get like new beauty content creator, but it would definitely makeup artists, because I feel like I've said this already, but like it is just a lot of blood, sweat and tears that goes into a makeup artist that a lot of people undermine, and they're like, oh, you're just a makeup artist, but like there's so much time and effort. Like I literally done 4 years studying this, so it's not just makeup. Like it's how to make your actor feel comfortable when they sit down. It's how to make sure that the look stays throughout the whole film shooting schedule. It's continuity. It's
continuity.
All of it.
I know that from
continuity.
Wednesday. God, that word continuity. God, every 10 minutes.
Checking the monitor.
No, I'm literally just trying to have me coffee, and like then a makeup artist is coming over, and but they'll just walk by and they'll just be like, and just look at you, and you be like that. And they just come over, and then they just might tap your hair, or they might just pluck out your costume, and you're just like. And they'll just walk around like that. They're like on set like that.
No,
like
it's so funny because like everyone
and then just taking random photos of you at any moment to send back to the crew to make sure you look the same at every given moment.
Because it's so important, because a lot of people when they're watching movies, it can actually distract you from like the acting, and you're like, hold on a minute, that looked a bit different, especially her. But it's so funny though, because when I'm on set, I do have the crazy eyes. Like I am like. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at what's on your face.
For the first day of Wednesday, we were a little bit like getting thrown off by it. We were like, what's our problem over there? Like about certain crew. And then you're like, oh, but yous are being there.
We're being told,
they're up your arse to make sure
and we have to like put on the iPad. Like we need to like make sure what scene that was, what day it was, what time it was, so that like when they're looking back on everything, they can see it. Like when they're editing the video, they can look back and be like, okay, this was this day and this looks different. A lot of the time it's fine, but I have like the film that I was head makeup artist Amongst the Wolves, I was watching it on film, and no shade to continuity, but the budget was a little bit flimsy, so we didn't have as much continuity people as we normally would, so there was like some makeup issues.
Only you would notice that.
Yeah, because Chloe even went to the opening night premiere with me, and she didn't notice anything, like, and no one does, but it's always you that notices it. But there is going to be people that would notice that, so that's why it is so important.
Right, will we start my questions for you?
I feel like I just rambled on there.
No, I love it. Like it's like I love someone that can just flow with the conversation and I don't have to drag blood out of a stone with you. I don't really with any of my guests, to be honest. I think everybody's pretty good, like. So let's go into my little schedule. Okay, so you've already told about yourself, and okay, how did you know that you had a passion for makeup, and especially like SFX? Like, how did you have to have a certain hand? Like, I feel like makeup's one thing. SFX is a different ball game.
Yeah.
Turning people into like a character.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
So I feel like when I was younger, I had a lot of art. Like, art was my passion. So I also done 1 year studying in an art college as well. And I feel like that definitely plays into. Sorry, cut that bit.
We're not cutting it.
Like, oh no!
This is natural. Awkwardness is needed. Like, why would we cut? You just
not
go.
Me like,
oh, but you just talk. Like, I'd be like, when I'm like pausing, thinking of things like,
oh God. Anyway, no.
I'm like, we're gonna zoom in on this.
Yeah. I'll be like, So yeah, no. So when I was younger, I was always, so I don't know. I think I said already, I done LCA, so I wasn't the brightest in school because I'll get into this.
Not
but
that you weren't the brightest in school. It's that
it was a different way of learning.
Yeah, you just weren't interested in the things they were trying to teach you in school. You're bright. What you're doing now, a lot of people in school would tremble.
They wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah,
no,
you could
100%.
teach them 10 years of it and they still wouldn't grasp it. You have to have certain.
Yeah, and I think like me thinking that I'm like stupid or whatever stems from my childhood because I grew up in foster care, and when I got put into the system, I got put into a school that like I didn't know how to tell the time. I didn't know how to do any of that sort of basic stuff that like a normal person would know. So I do think that like when I was good at something, I had a lot of really good teachers. I had about 2 or 3 really good teachers who I'm actually still in contact with 1 or 2 of them, like, and I feel like that definitely is so
you were
important.
saying there's one that's really supportive, really.
Yeah, I was literally only texting her like 2 days ago about the Goss.ie awards, and like she posted me on her like well, she didn't.
Why do you keep saying Goss.ie?
Guesses. I don't know how else to say it. Is it the
Goss.ie? No, but you're calling out their URL.
Their official website.
You're like www.goss.ie.
Hashtag those.
Just Goss. Just Goss.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah, no. So my like that teacher, she like posted me. Well, she didn't, but the principal of my old secondary school posted me on that. So I do think that like schools and teachers.
That
are really
was what
important.
it was. They yeah, that was so cute.
Yeah,
that was so
cute. Yeah, and I was actually asked back.
I was
asked back to speak twice in their secondary school to talk about.
And have you done it?
Yeah, I did it twice. So I did one.
See, this
one
is
year
the type of content you should be posting. Why isn't this on like TikTok? Pav, you just got invited back. That's my dream. I'm waiting for Maryville to ask me to go back because all the kids when they run into me, they're like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "When are they?" I'm clearly me and Sinead O'Connor are the only 2 icons that came from Maryville College.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, and it was a big like accomplishment because I was like, what the hell? Like, because a lot of people wouldn't have thought that. Like, especially if you're in foster care and you've done LCA, like a lot of people would kind of judge you on that. So to be asked back twice, not once but twice, to speak about like your profession, not just to speak about like your trauma and stuff, to speak about your profession and like how much you've excelled in your career. Yeah, it was a big thing.
Huge. That's huge. Be recognised by the people that once doubted you.
Exactly.
It's gas, isn't it?
Well, like a lot of them would have been like always rooting for me, but there has been some people like more specifically
and even
like
students
friends.
and yeah.
Who are not friends with me anymore, by the way. But like yeah, there definitely would be like 1 or 2 that were like secret haters. So yeah, what was the question?
Well, that just. How did you find that you had a passion? Just like really.
Oh yeah. So that was basically it.
What
like
was the question?
I did like I was really really good in art in secondary school art. So when I done LCA, they really
sorry, the mic's just giving me anxiety.
No, they really made sure that like
you have a great echo voice.
Really, I'm probably like blah. They have really made me excel in like what I was passionate about, and this is why. People who struggling in school who are really good at like art, fashion, film, like anything that's creative that's not just like the mainstream kind of.
We're the millionaires of our classes.
Like, yeah,
isn't that funny?
It's
because
funny,
like you can't in the jobs these girls would have went to college for. You can't make the amount of money that we make in these industries.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like it's you can't make money like this. Working for underneath someone else.
No, 100%.
That decided to chase their dreams.
And another thing is like I do like to say to people that one thing of my motto is your mess is your message, and I feel like that's really important because if you've been through a lot of trauma, it's good to like amplify that. But back to LCA, I feel like it's really important. For parents, for like people that are friends and stuff, not to be like shading on LCA because they're like, oh, like when I was in school, they used to call it losers count apples. Jesus like, Christ. This is what I mean. Like, and now half of them, no shade to them, there's nothing wrong with like working in Duns, but like a lot of them wouldn't have excelled or like went to do stuff because they were like, hold on a minute, why am I doing this when I absolutely hate what college degree I'm doing just because my mother and father told me to do that?
Absolutely.
Like,
oh yeah, I always say this.
Yeah, and like there's obviously absolutely no shade in doing that, but I just feel like a lot of people that are like looking down on you for doing like being a makeup artist or doing like those like niche industries that probably make more money than like the 9 to 5, like I just feel like it's just
You hate it because you didn't chase, you never stepped out of your comfort zone to
Yeah.
do something, or it's just like these are people that just only knew
and
ever
they
to follow
only
the
are
book
hating
and
on you because they probably
lived-
wish that
yeah,
they could be
yeah.
not be you. I don't think anyone wants to be like that,
but they wish they could have been more of a risk taker like you.
or like that they didn't listen to their parents being like, oh, but
Get a steady, stable,
down the road is
something.
going to judge you because you done LCA and they're going to think this and that you're not going to excel to anything. But like you will if you believe in yourself and that you put the work in. The main thing is put the work in. It doesn't matter how much you've been through in life. If you put the work in, you will excel in life. You just need to like block out the haters.
noise. Yeah.
Literally.
Love it. Slay. Great. That's so cute. And what has been your proudest moment in your life so far?
Ooh.
I'd love to know.
I don't know. Oh God. My proudest moment. I don't know.
Something what are you so proud of? Like,
Well,
proud,
I think just like
it could be a job, it could be overcoming something.
I think like
It could
getting
be-
into IDT and then getting a first class honours
Slay.
degree. I think that is like I have a few. Like there's a few things that I'm like, no, I'm super proud of myself for doing that.
You're like, I
but-
did that. Like,
Yeah, but I think because like a degree was something that people would be like, would you have like accomplished that? I think that probably would have been one of the big ones. Like, yeah.
Slay. Yeah. Yeah, because everybody would have doubted that because they thought you were taking skill.
Yeah,
yeah,
literally.
yeah, yeah.
And then they're looking at me now like, oh shit, I wish I was doing that, you know?
Tell us more about like how you actually got your foot in the door with TV and film when you came out of college.
When I came out of college, so I was I was
just
in
a sec.
college.
Is Erica's mic okay? Just because it's, do you think it's turned a little bit? Does she need it directly at her mouth? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot the question again.
So, how did you get your foot in the door in actual TV and film when you came out of college?
So when I was in college, they were really good. They knew that you had to do kind of behind the scenes stuff. So I did a lot of short films and just kind of built my name in the industry in that degree. And then once you're on set and once you're good at what you do, you will get hired.
That's like me. It's actually mad. You getting in the door the same as me getting in the door. You start out with the advertisements, the short films.
And once you're good, they will recognize that and like, don't be lazy. Like, don't think that things will just get handed to you. And I feel like growing up with trauma,
It's having
or
charisma.
like
You have to have the gift of the gab. I feel like you'd make a lot of friends on set.
I do,
in spaces. If you're a likable person, I get a lot of work because I'm likable and people are like, we love you, and I make people laugh. You have to have the gift of the gab and you have to be able to crack jokes and be a banter. But we don't even. We say things people are cracked up and we're like, what did we say?
Yeah, what were we saying?
And I
Why
think
are people
that's a
laughing
great
at me right now?
personality
Like,
trait.
yeah,
People
yeah,
love
yeah.
having you around and working with you. I'd say
But I think
everyone
just
cracked
being-
up on set.
But not even that. It's like, just be kind. Like, if you see, like, the PA running around the place, like, trying to get loads of people on set water, like, say, do you need a hand? You know, it's like little things that, like, I feel like some people just don't have. Like, they don't have
That
the
natural-
kindness of being like, hold on a minute now, it's not just about
That
me.
natural consideration of wanting to help, like very like.
And that passion to be wanting to come out of what you've, like, it doesn't matter what you've been through in life, it's how you overcome it and like how you just persevere and make sure that like you're not going to turn out like people are saying that you're going to turn out because of your circumstances.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Clock it.
So proud. Okay, so I was gonna say, what was one of your most favorite jobs you got to work on? But probably the Wolves. What's it called again? I'm so sorry. I said it right earlier. What's the name again?
Well, I think the one that I just did going Dutch and Ardmore, that was a good set to be on. But yeah, Amongst the Wolves probably because
Amongst the Wolves,
because I was the head makeup artist for that. Like
That
I
was
was literally
sick.
running
That's
the
sick.
show.
Yeah. You were giving everyone the orders.
I was giving everyone the orders.
And you're deciding the looks and you're the overhead looking at, that's
and
sick.
then the fact that like that got shown in film, like on TV and stuff, or like in America and like all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's been loads of other films that I've done, but like none that like I've been in charge of. A lot of them I've just been like as dailies or like behind the scenes, like doing the makeup. Like there's been like Krimi, I don't know, it's like a German one. I was running that as well. Not running, I was like one of the lead makeup artists. So I think that when you are able to just be creatively free. Also, there was one that I did with RTE that's going to be released soon. Yeah. And
I don't think you've told me about this.
No, I haven't. But like, this is what I mean. Like, I feel like they just come at, sometimes some jobs you don't get paid well, whereas this job I got $5,000 for 5 days. I think I was telling you that, and like I know I probably shouldn't have said that, but I did, and like I was really proud of myself for that, because like you finally get recognized for the amount of work that you do, and it's not just about arriving on set and doing makeup. It's like the behind the scenes that you're doing, making sure that you've contacted all the actors, making sure that no one has any allergies, like reading the script over and over and over again, doing a script breakdown. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking about film a lot. I swear I have more about my personality.
No,
than
you
film.
know what? I wanted to actually, even this is how, like, you know, you've answered a lot of questions even that I had to begin. I had questions I wanted to kind of go lightly into your career, and then
trauma.
That is like trauma. Like it literally, like my last question was your most favorite job, and then the following question is, so what was it like for you growing up in foster care?
I feel like I've already touched on that already, or talk about it, but yeah, so that's the next question.
Yeah.
So growing up in foster care was traumatic for sure. But as I said, like it definitely shapes you to be very strong-minded. Don't take no for an answer as well as a big one. And just keep going. But yeah, so growing up in foster care was very traumatic, because I'm originally from Tala, Springfield, and unfortunately my mother was and still is suffering with like really bad mental health and undiagnosed schizophrenic, which is way worse because she doesn't think there's anything wrong with her.
Yeah.
And
I feel that one. We connect, guys. It's not normal.
We connected so much, but it's like very, very similar backgrounds.
Similar. No, but
yeah,
to the details. Remember the voice notes we were sending?
No, literally, yeah. But it's like to the point where like we're laughing right now. We're probably gonna cry. And, like it's, you know, that way, like
no, but like the details, even to like the things that have been said to us when we've been abused by certain family members and all. Yeah. The same phrases. Yeah. The same mannerisms. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and like honestly though, I feel like that's why we're so not successful. I'm not trying to be like big headed or anything, but it's like that's how we're so kind. And that's why you're great on this podcast, is because you can really feel the people who've been through trauma.
I care about what people are telling me. I'm not just
impacts like so strongly so that sometimes it can be our downfall, because like if I'm passing someone on the street, like a homeless person, like I cannot stop thinking about them for the whole day, because we're like that could be
and
me.
You take in other people's trauma
so much.
Do you know that way?
Yeah, 100%.
Everything someone tells you, it's not like, oh, you're there
you
for
them. You can just push it over the rug. Like you're thinking about it, and it took 2 years time.
Consume it all so heavily.
Yeah, before you're about to go to bed, you think, I wonder how that girl is getting on, or how that guy is feeling
but then
right
also,
now.
Then it makes it very easy for people to be energy vampires with you, and so people know you're that, and you're probably the advice person to everybody in your life, and I am too. But then it's like we go through probably we've more on our plate than probably most people we know.
Yeah.
But then it's like, where's that energy with us? But then we're still this.
It's because we have too much trauma. Everyone. Unfortunately, sometimes like I actually I had to end a friendship with a girl a couple of years ago because she said that my trauma was too much.
And I told you I had a friend that told me that as well.
And it's so unfair, because it's like you were there for them, but when it's reversed, they're not there for you because you're too much. It's like, I'm sorry that my trauma and all the fucked up shit, all the bad stuff that happens to me in my life is too much for you. Like, yeah, it's too much for me too, you know?
Yeah, how do you think I feel?
Yeah, exactly. And then they'd be the first person to be like, if something bad happened to us, to be like, oh, like I wish she told me this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, well, I didn't. You didn't listen. You thought it was too much. And that's why I feel like it's so important for people to, like, yes, if we're talking about trauma, to just listen. And if you feel like it's too much, 100% people are allowed to have their boundaries and stuff like that. But I do feel like that if you are open to talk about their trauma, then you should be open to be able to...
You need to reciprocate it.
Yeah,
it needs to go both ways.
It goes both ways.
Because I feel like most people kind of have the typical... look, this is bad. People are going to be like, what the hell? Most people that you kind of hear, the kind of typical traumas is, da bet ma.
Yeah.
Da slapped us.
And don't get me wrong, that's bad.
Awful. But there's levels to trauma, right?
It's complex
It's
trauma.
complex. And because that's the kind of typical... Also, the typical trauma you'd see in movies, you see in shows, we all are men are abusive. We all know that. And we all know, like, domestics going on in homes. But then there's, like, when there's drug abuse involved, when there's diagnosis involved,
mental health,
when there's abandonment, foster care,
police, malnourishment, everything.
Like, all these things. Sexual abuse.
Yeah.
People seem to be like, whoa, that's too much to hear, because these are stuff you only see in movies.
And unfortunately, we have probably all of them.
Yeah, no, every single
everything about
one. And Yeah, I think some people, like, I've had friends, it's like the typical, like, oh my God, we watched their dad beat the mom, awful. And I will
Which
sit
is so
there with
bad,
them for
yeah,
hours
yeah.
and let them cry and go through their childhood and all their resentment they still hold towards their parents. But then I'm like, oh, my mom's on this and on that, and she came to the house chaotic today, and they're like, whoa, like, they don't even know how to fathom it. So then
yeah.
it's like they can't even
They
try
don't understand,
to,
like, and
yeah.
it's not their fault because, like obviously we're glad that they've never had to experience it, but it is a different type of a complex trauma. Is like, it's especially from a young age, like from the womb, like as in from the womb, like my mom was crazy, like was being very verbally abusive
Two of
to
us wearing two
everyone.
crazy bellies.
Yeah,
We were both
you know?
like, we were both in there like,
And they were abusing
what's going
themselves,
on?
abusing everyone around. And like when we came out of the world, all we wanted to do was to be loved.
Be loved.
And unfortunately,
We
we
were
weren't.
abandoned.
We were fucking abandoned. And abandonment issues leaves
Are
like
so-
detrimental,
oh,
especially mother abandonment
And
issues.
it's also why
because-
we let people mistreat us so much, because
100%.
it's that
yeah.
you're hanging
Yeah.
on to that closeness of that feeling that you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I never had that, or someone.
Yeah, so you almost like want to keep going back to the toxicity of it, and like I'm very, very grateful. I've been with my fella like 7 years. He's literally the godsend, and I feel like he definitely has helped me in so many ways. But unfortunately, like with friendships or like just anything like that, like I definitely have repeated that cycle of constantly going back to like friends that weren't good for me. And like I definitely think I'm at a stage in my life now where I'm like, no, like, and I know my worth, and I know that I'm a really, really good friend, sometimes too much of a good friend. But I do think that like I have found my friends now, like, do you know? And I do think this industry, I know
was
it can
literally
be
gonna say.
I know this industry can be a bit fickle and a bit like, hi, but there's a lot of girls.
Mwah. Oh my
How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. But I do
And you
think
seen them like 3 days.
you seen them literally 3 days ago. Like, but I do think that like this industry, I am very grateful because
We wouldn't have. It's actually
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, I get
How much
emotional about it
confidence.
sometimes. Like some of the amazing people I've met through this industry, it's mad.
And a lot of people that have been through trauma are very successful because we've been through trauma, but we're like, no, I am not letting this define me.
We
I'm
turn our
getting up.
pain into passion.
Yeah,
and
our
that's what.
it's our message.
And then I think it's a thing in our mind of that constant fear of failure.
Yeah.
Of not wanting to be
yes,
like
yes.
these people that have been in your life and
Yeah.
watch them done
Yeah.
fuck all with their life.
Yeah.
Never grab anything by the hands, never believe in themselves, never get rid of their bad habits. And then it's like we just want to be the first.
Yeah.
And what's the furthest thing from that? Is
Keep
successful.
grinding. Yeah. Wake up every day, know that you need to. Yeah.
Prospering, making money.
Yeah.
Being able to help people, support people, not be the person that's a leech and
Yeah.
makes everyone's life hell.
Yeah,
So it's like
100%.
and that's you're so independent. Like we're both the same.
So independent.
Even like,
I left home when I was 18. I know
Yeah.
I was in foster care, so I left the foster care system when I was 18. But like, I do think that like independence is a big, good trait to have. And obviously, don't get me wrong, I probably would have preferred, but like, it does teach you valuable lessons that like you can only rely on yourself. Yes, there's people there that have been very supportive, but you can actually only rely on yourself. Like,
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
and I don't really. I feel like we're both very like I don't really like people helping me or
Just
something
don't
like.
really like people.
Like I don't like humans. I don't. But it's like, and you're the same. Even when you came to my house and you brought all, you should have seen her kit for 40 kits for doing the devil. And
a
like
bit chaotic, but
she's
it's
like she's like, no, I don't. I'm like, girl, you 40 bucks. She's like all
I'm
these
like, I can get
straps
it, I
all
got it.
over and all. I was like, what's going on? She's like, no, I'm fine. But it's like a thing of just because when you needed help, when you needed support most, it wasn't there when you were a child, when you went to look for it. So then it's like now it's like it's hard for us even to take help, even in the smallest little ways.
Yeah, and no, don't get me wrong, my foster mother, so I stayed in the same foster care home, which I think was very good. It had definitely not good traits. But like my foster mother, like she definitely helped me like to learn about grafting and like just in school and stuff like that, to get up, go to school, like don't be not a waster, like because you know some people obviously can't go to school for certain reasons, but like just to get up and do it, and like don't be letting what's happened to, in your past define you, like
Because and even when you think of it, as much as you had so much trauma, you were still, the way she was looking at it is, you're still able to get up and get an education. There's kids in the world that don't have that choice.
Yeah.
They're going through what they're going through. And then what's the number one thing that you'd want to do to get away from it? I'll read a book.
Yeah.
Go and educate. They
Educate
don't even
yourself,
have that option. So then that's like even me, like sometimes I'm like, I go through all this, but I'm like, there's still a child in the world that's going through worse.
And I do think that helps. And it's not like that's undermining what you're going through currently, because like it's still rough whatever you're going through currently. It's just to try get yourself out of your mind frame and be like, okay, no, there is definitely worse. Like just get it going.
Yeah.
And I do think that like once you start, like with anything, like even going to the gym, like I know sometimes if I'm like, oh God, I don't want to do it.
I'm slack. I cut myself too much.
Like, yeah.
No,
But
I
just
literally, me and Jim, I don't know
anything,
what's happened the last year.
It's not happening. It's not happening. But I feel like once you start, then it's like a domino effect. It just keeps going, and I feel like you need that with everything in life.
With every single
just
thing.
Start, even if you're not good at it. Just start.
Period. And okay. So, would you ever move from Ireland?
So my sister lives in Australia. So me and my sister got fostered into the same home, and we stayed together throughout. She's my oldest sister. So a couple of years ago, she's a nurse. So she's also done really well for herself as well. Like she beat the system, as they say, which I don't like saying because I feel like a lot of people judge foster care
That's
people.
so annoying. You know what it is? Do you think like shows like Tracy Beaker and all gave people the wrong
stick at the end?
perception they give is like,
and it's not our fault that we got put into care. Like it's the circumstances that we got put into, you know. And
they're like
it's
so
like, oh,
weird.
you should be, you know, someone who is a drug addict or like is going down the bad path. Like a lot of us don't want to be like that. It's just circumstances that have been like that, you know. But yeah, so my sister lives in Australia. She's been there a couple of years now. So I'm gonna go visit her, but I don't think I'm gonna live there. Because I have, like, not that I'm staying because of my fella. I was thinking about it for years. I've traveled.
Him watching this. No.
It's all him. No. So I lived in Ibiza for a few
that was
of
deadly.
Months. Yeah. So I done like, I worked in Glitterbox doing like all the UV paint. I worked doing the bridal makeups and in like these remote areas that were like some guy literally arrived on a helicopter, like the guy of the show, like minted places. Like it's a different ball game when you're doing like makeup for like rich people basically. So yeah, and then I also lived in Zakynthos in Greece. So I kind of had like the sprinkle of what I would be like to travel or to live abroad, and I wanted to travel to as many places before I die. Too. And I feel like I won't be able to, I've traveled to a lot of places and I am very lucky. And that's another thing that I'm very grateful for being in foster care is that when I was in foster care, my foster mom did bring me to like places that I would never have probably been able to if I wasn't in care. And don't get me wrong, my dad is amazing. Like I'm still in contact with my dad. It was just my mother who was just a bit cuckoo to say. But yeah, so I am very, very grateful. I'm not trying to say that's like podcast appropriate. But yeah, so I am very, very grateful that I got to do that because not many people can do that. So yeah, I don't think in that really long-winded answer, I don't think that I would live abroad. No.
I love it. You're like me.
10 hours later.
Love it. And it's great though that you have a remote job.
Yeah.
That you can go wherever you want with it. You can be like, right, I'm gonna go New York for 6 months. And I'm booked for this project. Now I'm in Germany for this. Now I'm in you might even go to Australia for like and that's what I feel like with me as well. Yeah. It's like I love being able to just like I'm not glued to one place, but I feel like Ireland will always be home. Yeah, no, it'll always be home. And I do think that like I was thinking to myself, the only reason why I would want to travel abroad is because everyone is doing that. Like everyone's going to Australia, like everyone's going that, and I'm like, did I actually want to do that? Like, is that what my goals align with? And I do think that it's important not to just completely listen to what everyone is telling you to do on social media. Like everyone's saying, go travel, go do that. Yes, travel and go experience new things, but like you don't have to find yourself by moving abroad for a year. You can find yourself by putting the work in at home as well. Like you don't have to just get up and leave, because sometimes it can actually be more damaging. You can go over there and be like, hold on a minute now, I don't like this, like, you know. So I think just the bottom line is do what you feel is right for you. Mm-hmm. So, and I want to ask you, okay, if you could turn back time and do something or change something at a point in your life, what would it be?
I don't think I would change anything
Nothing.
because, like, even though I've been through really, really traumatic experiences in my life, I feel like everything happens for a reason and everything shapes you into the
The
woman that
person
you
that
are.
you are, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I wouldn't be as empathetic to people, or I wouldn't be as career driven, or anything. Like, I feel like it defines who you are. Everything happens for a reason.
All the trauma,
And
even as rough as it is.
even
like,
as rough as it is, like, everything happened for a reason, and I feel like it led me to this beautiful life that I'm living.
I love it. I love it. What is something that you fear?
Oh God, abandonment for sure. And I know people are like, oh, spiders and stuff, but I'm like, abandonment, because I've been taught that, unfortunately, from a young age, that you can get abandoned. And like, as much as people who love me didn't mean to do that, like, unfortunately, it did leave abandonment issues in my life. So yeah, I feel like abandonment is definitely something that I'm most scared of.
Yeah, mine's death.
Yours
Because
death,
everybody just seems to die.
Yeah,
So.
it's like if you've been through something that keeps
That's
happening.
abandonment
Yeah.
as well. People
Yeah.
just even like say David committing suicide. He did abandon me, and he abandoned his son. He abandoned my nanny. He abandoned us by choosing to go. So it's not just abandoning by walking away. It's actually just like, I think
it's true,
suicide is
any
also a
sort of-
sense,
yeah,
a huge sense.
100%,
I'm like, every day I wake up, I'm so angry. I'm like, you actually left me,
Yeah.
and to deal with all this family shit,
other trauma
and to deal
shit,
with your
yeah.
sisters, and to deal like for real, like,
Yeah.
and then also, but friends as well. There's so much abandonment.
Yeah.
Everybody, a lot. Like, I think also it's fear when you get close to people as well, and you let these
Big
walls down, and then
time.
you're like
Which is why we accept bad behavior, because we're afraid of
losing that
abandonment.
bond.
Yeah, so we'd rather just let it go and not bring it up. If they've done something a bit weird or something that's not a good friend would do, you kind of just let it go. But I do think that, like, it's so important to nip that in the bud and be like, that actually upset me, because the only person that you're gonna upset in the long run is yourself.
And you're gonna be angry at yourself then.
Yeah.
Why didn't I
tell that person? Or why
Like,
didn't I?
literally,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And do you feel like when, say, someone, the first disrespect, okay, right, I let that slide. Second one, right, okay.
But it keeps happening.
Keeps happening.
Yeah.
But then when you kind of are at your, now the person is just kind of pissing you off by anything they do.
It could be the smallest thing. And then they're like, why are you making that into a big deal? It's because it's festering.
And now you're at brewing point where it's like, now you're kind of jumping at things that wouldn't have even been as big as, say, examples you have of things they've done previously.
Yeah.
But now it's like, they're like, oh my God, what's your problem?
Why are you getting annoyed because I flipped the pillow that way?
And then when the friendship ends, it's coming from a place of a whole list of things.
And then I have that
And they
list.
try to make it about, oh, it was this one petty little reason why we stopped being friends because da-da-da.
It's like, no, because you literally slept with my boyfriend. That's a bit TMI. No, not my present boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend.
I wasn't expecting that. No, I can't.
My present boyfriend would never.
I don't know about this story, you know.
I think I told you, but we'll get into it later.
See, we have
I don't
a
want to
million
drop
conversations
names.
at once, don't we?
You know, literally.
You don't have to drop names, though.
Yeah. Basically, there was a girl who
I'm like, you
I was
don't have to
friends
drop
with.
names. Who wants to
Tell me the
like,
tea. No, there was a girl who I was friends with. It was in secondary school, so we were quite young. But yeah, he broke up with me, and then that same night, they were like, she was always, so she was like she was neighbours with him, basically. And I basically said, like, he broke up with me, and I was like, oh my God, will you let me know, like, what happens? Because, like, I thought we were going to get back together, to be honest. But I don't know how long we were together. Like, it was probably about 3 or 4 years. I can't remember.
years?
We were young. Yeah. We were together.
So you were in a long-term relationship through school?
Through school. Like, yeah.
No, I thought girls were mad that were in relationships in school.
Oh, I've always been in a relationship, which I think is another, like, trauma response. It's kind of like,
you're not able to be lonely.
yeah. Like,
You're not
I feel
able
like
to be
I've
by
only
yourself.
I haven't been with many people, probably about 4 people in my life, like, and I feel like that definitely is because of trauma. But I do think that, like, I found my person now, so I'm so blessed. But anyway, so she basically said that she was going to watch out for him that night and let me know, like, what happens.
What?
Yes, she watched
Watch
out for
out for
him.
him!
She fucking watched out for him.
She watched out. Like, what?
Literally. But yeah, no, look, it was years ago, like, no bad blood. But yeah, you do have to cut out those people, because you're like, yeah, that happened when I was younger, but, like, oh, and there was a few other things that she said. She actually also told me not to do LCA. So, like, do you know what I mean? It's like little things like that. She didn't have my best interest at her. And I think that it's important to recognise those people.
And have the gift of discernment with people in your life.
Don't be constantly trying to give. Just cut them out. Life is too short to be with friends that keep treating you bad. And it's like, literally, you don't have to cut out every friend, obviously, but just see a pattern, and if it keeps happening, then cut them out. Like, genuinely, life
Don't
is
wait
too
until
short.
it gets worse and worse.
Because it
worse.
will.
Yeah.
I've learned from experience, like, and that's why, like, I only align with my friends who actually care about me and are not just their secret haters, like, wanting to, like,
praying for your downfall, low
or
key.
like viewing my stories and not liking.
Yeah,
like,
secretly in competition.
yes, and it's just not
secretly,
like,
and there's a lot of that in this industry that
But
I
not
don't
even
know
in
where
it's
I stand
actually-
with people half the time.
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's definitely
like,
in this industry, but I've personally felt it more with people that aren't in the industry. That are kind of like, oh, hold on a minute, Zerica, you need to stay where you were, the foster kid and the LCA kid back then, because now you're being successful in
people
your career.
only like you when you're below them.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of friends. I noticed the bitterness, the humbleness, and the little backhanded compliments start coming in when it's like when they were making more money than me, it was okay.
Yeah.
When I was in little jobs, I hated
moving up.
trying to find my way in my career. It's like, oh, they're gassing you up. Now, the minute you learn your worth and you're actually on your path, now it's the bitterness starts coming in. Do you know that way?
Yeah. 100%.
Now it's you think you're bigger than everyone. Oh, she's sassy. Oh, she's a diva. Oh, da 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 da. That's what I'd always get from people.
100%,
and it's like, bro, you just need to rise up. Stop. There's room for us all to grow together and be
room
friends.
for us all. Like, 100%.
And I love how we just all like our nice group that we've kind of cultivated.
No, honestly, I genuinely love my life now.
Rooting for each other.
We're all rooting for each other. We all want the best. And like, when there's people who don't want the best, I wouldn't have been able to suss them out back then. Now I can suss them out because I have good friends and I have people that have my back. So you see like the weeds from like the garden, like, do you know that way? You do. Find the weeds and pluck them out.
pull, get rid of them, spray them.
Spray them.
Yeah, no, literally. Okay, so what job do you think you would have done if you weren't like a makeup artist and creative today?
So when I was younger, I always wanted to be a vet.
Cute.
And
I could see you as a vet.
Yeah, I really wanted to be a vet because I love animals and I don't like any mistreatment towards animals. It makes my stomach get physically sick. So yeah, I wanted to be a vet. But I don't know if I would be a vet if I wasn't doing makeup. I don't know what I would do, to be honest. I couldn't see myself. Like, that's how I know I found my passion, is like, I'm literally loving what I'm doing right now. Like, I can't even think
You can't imagine yourself doing anything. Neither
else.
can I.
Yeah. Can you?
Other than like acting, which is a plan.
Doing.
Like, yeah.
But
I'm already in the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get sent so many self tapes as well. Like, like it's ridiculous. I just need. That's my priority for 2026 is stop being
so like Wednesday is like the creme of the creme in the film
but
industry.
I just need to master. I have the charisma. I have the ability to learn a script. I have the ability to go with the flow of a set and not. Yeah. I'm not intimidated by sets at all. Like, I feel like more of myself when I'm on a set, and I even get more like
you get
like
the passion, the
love
burn,
it.
like
But it's like it's really the self tapes, and then the thought of like going into a room to like
it's the initial
four men on a little panel, and they're like, right, go on, act, and I'm like.
And it's usually 4 white men judging you. Like,
that's the intimidating. Just give me the role. Don't make me like prove that
because you can fucking do it. It's just
I know I can do it, but it's when I'm in my room and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I know you have to do it, but you are cringing at yourself.
But
like,
then but then I do content.
No.
And it's content's the cringiest thing ever.
No, you'll get there.
So it's so weird. It's a new thing for me. It's being told what to say. If you can give me, you're going to play this character.
The creative freedom.
I'd love to creative freedom. Go into this room. You've just caught him having an affair. You're going to crash out. Then you're going to go. You're going to smash the car. Then you're going to go. You're going to sleep with his best friend. Give me that. And tell me what type of vibe you want me to have.
But not like
this. Sophie, I got a script and it was for this thing, and it's a character. I'm not going to say the name just in case for thing, but I got a script, huge script.
Ooh.
I was meant to have it over today. I didn't. I'm gonna have to let them know. Like, unless I just wasn't able to put, I just wasn't able to put myself under the pressure for the script. If it's meant to be, it'll be. It's not that high paying, so I wasn't that, because I'm like, I've other work that I had to prioritize over this. But then there's another self tape I have to have in by Thursday for another exciting. But I'm getting sent way more scripty stuff,
also
and I'm like,
ad work. You should get into ad work.
I do a lot of ad work
money
already.
Yeah.
Like, do you see the AIB campaign I done in the summer?
This is what I mean though. Like,
I like doing
so much money. Like,
and they done 3 takes of my part of me like moving into the house for that day.
Nice.
And they thought they were like, oh, we have an hour for this last part with me, right? we got it. They were like, Sophie, you're a
Which
natural.
is
I was
music
like,
to our ears for the crew.
they
Because we're
love
like,
someone that's,
we
and that
can
was the
finish
same on
home.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
They were like, I was like, getting pushed by the ghost. I was like, yeah. Oh, that ghost is so annoying. Ghost, what are you doing? Go. And they were like, she's great. And I was like, yeah, give me a line right now.
Let me do it.
Give me a line right now. So
No, you'll get there. I know you
I want to
will.
be in like a Tyler Perry movie.
I see
I
it.
want to be in Supercell.
I see it. Manifesting that shit.
I can see it because I'll do anything. Like, I done a cartwheel in Navis today and all after trying the true fruit.
This is what I mean, though. There's people like the energy. Like,
it's the energy. Energy is what really gets you in rooms, doesn't it? You can be, because you have to have.
You have to believe in yourself and just go for it.
You have to have the confidence is the number one.
And fake it till you make it, honestly. Because if you're not feeling confident,
who
cares? No one cares if you're not
like
being confident.
I will shift from the morning I wake up till, like, say if I had anything that's on, I will get like anxiety shits for, not for like events or anything like that. They're like me fucking second home at this rate now. I see the agents more than I see me nanny, all these agents and brands. But like, you know, like shoots and campaigns and like ads, like going to do, like I do a lot of ads for brands obviously, which is different because that's on my own terms, that's my own. But with a production, I get such, and then I get there and I'm fine.
It's
nerves,
like it's
like,
always the initial.
Oh my God.
It's for everything. Even
it
this, I was like,
rotten,
oh God.
Yeah, it runs the guts run out. Of me.
But I do think in film it is a big thing. Like when you're starting the new job,
I'm shitting myself. It's actually shitting myself is a real. And I might be on a set and I'm like, should I run to the loo before we get? That's so nasty to say, but sometimes also like just get it out.
Just do it.
Also, don't be on a set with it. Get your shit out before you do.
No, definitely, because you don't
have time to shit during the day.
Yeah.
So you're gonna shit your pants.
Yeah.
You don't have time
but
to shit. There's no room for shitting.
There's no room for hand. There's no room for even eating. Like we have our breaks, but it is long hours. And I do think that like it's very strenuous work, but you do get, it's an addiction. Like when you've done those long hours, you do get like those eyes where you're like,
oh, I was on the toilet when I was on filming Dinner with the Enemy, and like they'd be like knocking on the door. Sophie, are you almost? Will you piss off?
Let a girl gotta do what a girl gotta do.
Hell, like escort me to the loo and all. Waiting outside. I'm trying to make me plops all quiet and all. Like, oh my God, like there's no privacy. They are up your ass.
No
like,
pun intended.
It's no, like quite literally. Okay, so. Who are the most important influential people in your life?
Oh,
you're like people.
Me. Me, myself, and I. No, I feel like my dad, because he's been through a lot of like shit with my mother and stuff like that, and like he always told me like when he dies, he just wants me to be happy. I know that sounds like kind of weird to say, but like he's just always happy. Yes, he has his trauma, and yes, he gives me trauma. But in hindsight, like I feel like he definitely is like, just be happy. And I feel like that's definitely something that I try to like remember. Definitely my boyfriend, I feel like he is also the same. Like he's like, just stop worrying about it. Like life is not about stressing about things. And I do think that like I stress a lot, but
you're happy a lot. I feel like, but see, the thing is though, I feel like people don't understand that with us, right?
We're happy being stressed because we know it excels us.
We feel happiness more than the average person, and we feel sadness more.
Yes, our emotions are heightened.
Yeah, someone's sadness is down there, ours is down there. Our happiness is there, someone's happiness there, ours is up there, right? Yeah. So people may think we deep things a lot, but we actually aren't. That's just our normal. Mm-hmm. It's not taking up that much in my mind as people think. Like, you know, when we're like emotional about things and stuff like that.
And people are like, why are you so emotional? It's like, I'm actually just...
We feel every emotion heightened.
And it's literally due to complex trauma.
Because you feel happiness, if anything, even more.
Oh, and
as much as we smile and laugh.
And we're like pissing ourselves laughing for like a lot more longer than other people would be like. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah. I literally, we'll be crying about it when we go home. Do you know? Yeah. But it's like people think like would worry about us then, but we're like, no, we're fine. We just
need to let it out. You need to let it out, and I think it's important for everyone. Like
to
men,
feel every emotion.
Everyone, you
don't
need to
block
let it
out emotions. Yeah,
and don't be afraid.
And then when we feel anger, it's heightened
as well. And I do think that is something you do need to.
Then that's the anger issues coming.
Like let that like.
Because it's like someone can disrespect you in a way that someone else would be like, yeah, fuck them for that. But we're like, fuck.
How could you say something like that to me?
I'm like, I will burn down your house.
Yeah. No, and when I'm angry, I don't really get angry. I'm like crying. Like I'm like Kim Kardashian, ugly crying. I'm like,
I'm emotional, but then I'm evil.
Yeah.
Like I'm really, really sad, and then I'm like wiping my last tears.
And I'm like,
bitch. Like literally.
I'll remember that.
No, I don't think we'll ever follow. I already know my friend.
Yeah.
I know people when I meet them. You know when like
if they have a good soul, like this.
There's a different type of person that you meet that you're like when you see yourself in someone.
Yeah.
As well.
And you know that like the same values that like don't fuck with me because not in like a scary way.
We are so heavy. You know when you're both so heavily on the same morals.
Loyalty. That's what I mean when it don't fuck with me. Like I don't mean like don't fuck with me. I mean like
no, it is don't fuck with me though.
But it's like I will give you if you give me something, I will give it to you in 10 folds.
Yeah. So don't disrespect me. Don't try to be a bitch to me because I will be the biggest bitch you've ever met, and that's what my nanny says.
Yeah.
You can be a bitch.
Also,
I'm the biggest bitch you've ever met. So don't test me and don't think you can because you won't want to feel this.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel this wrath.
Yeah.
So don't because people think they can try oh, I will bring it.
We
I will
remember
let you know exactly who you are. What happened in your family that made you that way. I will read you down to the ground.
Yeah, but I also think it's like that, but like reverse as well. So I feel like if there's someone like your friend is like upset or something, like I will go to their house or like, and I will make sure that they're okay. Do you know that way? Like, I feel like, yes, we can definitely be like, don't fuck with me because like, find out. But I do think that like we give everything in 10 folds because we're very emotional people. And like, if someone needs our help, like we will be there and I will sit with you for like 2 hours, like, no questions asked, like I will be there, like you are my ride or die. And I think that like that is something that people take for granted a little bit, but then when it's the other end of the stick and they're like, why are you being so dramatic about that? And it's like, because I was there for them and they weren't there for me. For you and
not bat an eyelid because it's so easy for us to do that. They just,
and it's not like you're doing things just to get in return. I just feel like some people will take until we can't do it anymore.
They will allow you to fill their cup and they'll never fill yours.
Yeah, but I don't think we should change that about ourselves because I'll never change being a caring person because I think if we do, the world is
we just need to make room for people that reciprocate that. Because for every person I put off out of my life, someone new comes in that I'm like, wow,
what do you mean? You're doing this for me, or what do you mean you're checking up on me when I said I was feeling a bit down?
And the bare minimum, what's too hard for one person will be a breeze. It's not even a second. It's their natural character in someone else. What you're begging for in one person, someone will do without even having to be asked.
Yeah,
be nagged at.
Literally, and that's not even with friendships, it's with every
men,
relationship.
Family,
like my
everything.
fella, like family, everyone. Like you need to block out the people that are just draining your energy and move on to the next because there is bigger, better things for you in life. And I know this saying is like cliche that there's plenty more fish in the sea, but there is. And it's
8
not
billion
just
people.
Yeah, and it's not just with like boyfriends and stuff. It's with everyone.
Like, and family members as well.
Literally, yeah.
Just because you're blood doesn't mean
you should accept
it's still
bad
your mom,
behavior.
It's still your dad. Shut the fuck up.
Like I've literally blocked my mother because I'm like I can't have that energy in my life.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately she's never going to change. She's ruined she's put me in such dangerous. Also, is this an ad? Cash.
Yeah, I love it.
She's put me in so much.
I love when you're talking about your trauma.
I'm like, okay.
We're so unserious.
No, so she's put me in so much dangerous situations, like really, really dangerous situations. And it's like so much like violence. Like I've watched her getting almost stabbed to death. Like isn't really messed up stuff that like would usually traumatize people, which usually it has obviously, but like not like I don't let it define me. But I do think that like
it's a part of you, but it's not you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I just feel like when there's people like that, time and time again, showing you that they don't care for you the same way other people will care for you, you got to cut them out.
And also, someone has to care for themselves first before they care for anyone else. If you're not willing to make a life for yourself and owe yourself at least the bare minimum to give yourself a decent life, you're never going to do that for your child. You're never going to do that for your partner. You're never going to do that for your friends. Yeah. And it's not people's job. Like look at us. Nobody. How did we get to? I don't know. We should be in it. I was talking to the therapist from Dinner with the Enemy, and she was like to me, Sophie, like, you'd have every reason to be lying
Exactly.
in a ditch somewhere right now.
I told that
and
all
you're
the time
not.
with my counsellors, yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
So people better be thankful that I'm not a lot worse than I am.
Yeah, because we've been
So
through
next time
it.
I
We've
give you a
been
bit
through
of
the
lip,
ringer.
you should be thankful that I'm not shooting you up, because I have every right to be the Joker.
Yeah.
Matter of fact. Because the Joker, it's all the trauma
Yeah.
that made the Joker who, like, we should go around shooting people up.
Yeah, 100%.
People do for less than what
Yeah.
we've been through.
So like, yeah, 100%.
100%.
That's how you know, like, you're like backing your friend 100%. We should do that.
I'm like, let Britney hit. Just let her hit.
I'm like, yeah, I second that.
1 hour later.
Wait, I just also, what was the question? So I just want to say one thing as well, because it just popped into my head. And that was kind of a little
This
bit unrelated.
exchange.
But basically, when I was in counselling, and there was a guy called Jim, and like he was my counsellor for about 2 years, and he basically said something that I'll never forget. And also, he is very, very qualified to be saying this. Like, he actually left being my counsellor so that he could train other counsellors. Like, he's really, really good. And it's kind of silly, but anytime I'm feeling a bit in my head, or I'm like, do you know, like someone's whispering in the corner, and you're like, they're talking shit about me, but they're not talking shit about you, and you think it's in your head, or like someone's being nasty
that's me all
to
the
you.
time.
Yeah,
What's
but
she saying?
it's because it's like our fight or flight mode is being, and it's not just people with trauma, it's everyone, because back in the fucking caveman age, we believe that because we think that there's a lion about to attack us, but it's our fight or flight mode. And I think that in this generation, we're constantly getting that, like constantly going on our phones and we're seeing like something pop up, or someone saying, where are you, you're late, or all these things that are like fight or flight mode, like reasons to be like that. And or someone's like bitching about you and you're feeling a bit insecure about it. And he always says, just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. Just because you think
Your mind is your biggest enemy.
Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. And I know it's like,
That's the
oh my
song.
God, it's so cringy. But like, just because you think it
true.
doesn't mean it's true. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. And I know it's like going back to the
Sometimes
basics.
it'd be true. So follow that intuition as well.
Sometimes it definitely could be true. But like sometimes you do actually are like your own worst enemy in your head. You're constantly thinking bad, or like you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, like I feel like my hip dips are going a little bit funny, or my, I don't know. Is that too specific? No.
My hip tips are going a little funny. Is insane.
No, or like, I don't know, I just feel like my body is just not it today. You just need to look at yourself and just say that song. And it sounds silly, but it does make you get out of reality and be like, yeah, it is. It's not true. It is all of a figment of imagination.
For real.
You know?
So here.
Why? What time is it? Oh, is it?
It's 9 right now. What time is your dinner?
It's at 9.
Guys, the kitchen closes though.
Klitsch is at 9:30. Right.
Where is it in town?
Yeah, and it's with a brand as well.
You are going into, and it's an invite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to get a taxi in?
We're going to get a taxi in. Right,
Okay.
do you have one more?
I'll get a taxi,
We're
which is-
gonna do this again, guys.
We'll be back. They have
And Juan is coming on the pod this time for the quiz next time.
do you think what will I check the drive-in in a taxi, what a taxi will be? Chloe, do you want to ring? It's going to be a
you wanna-
17-minute drive. Do you want to step out, give them a bell, let them know you'll be there for half, the latest? Kitchen will close about 1:15. I know this because I'm late. Every restaurant, I'm the last booking, 9:30, and then they will be threatening you now for your food when you get in.
Yeah.
They're practically asking
Even
you
like
to,
we could order it in the taxi what we want.
yeah, and I'll get a taxi which is into town.
Yeah. But guys, just to plug it, it's the
The exchange.
in Temple Bar.
Thank you, the exchange.
That we're probably going to be late, so we're plugging
He's
that.
got a shout out. So delicious food. I haven't tried there yet, actually. to
I'm
be honest.
excited. I feel
I
like
would
it's
have
gonna be
loved to
good.
have gone if I wasn't didn't have.
Yeah,
But we'll do
next
food
time, though,
proper
next
another time. Okay. I wanted to end on movie show and song of the week, but I'd love to know what's a piece of advice you'd give to your 15-year-old self, and we'll call it an end there, and we'll do movie and show and song
I
next.
think
Will we? You wanted to? Okay, we'll do it quick. But you. Okay,
your message,
okay.
your message.
What? Your message? Love it. Okay.
Your message, your
okay,
message.
so movie, show, and song of the week, right? So this is a
Okay.
quick one. You don't need to give just like what you're feeling. It's not that deep, okay? So
Okay.
my movie.
My movie.
No, I'm going to go first. Sorry. I should have let you go first. Okay, wait. I'm going to give my song. I love this song, Crash. You know, Beckley is the one that always makes us swear real long because he loves to bleed and connect to the speaker and give the songs their moment. Crash Course by Prop. Look it up. It's a good tune.
Okay.
Movie. I don't know if I've given it before, but it's one of my faves from when I was a little kid. And always a good watch. I'll never be tired of. Save the Last Dance. Love Save the Last Dance. And show. What have I watched? Show. I haven't been watching much at all recently, guys. I'm just gonna say like, oh, I don't know. You go first. I actually can't think of a show right now.
So I don't have a show, but I have a podcast, Jay Shetty.
Love Jay
feel like
Shetty.
if you're trying to improve your life, he's really good. That didn't answer the question, but just wanted to say
No,
that.
that's your show.
Yeah, that's my show.
What's a movie you've liked?
Movie? I'm a bit of a weirdo. I love Twilight or Harry Potter. Slay.
And what's the song you're loving at the moment?
I'm loving Bob Marley. Don't worry, be happy.
Cutie Pie.
Don't worry, be happy, because every little thing is gonna be alright.
I didn't mean to play that.
So yeah, that's mine.
I don't know what. Right, Ron, your turn. Ron has been waiting for his moment.
Have you watched Pluribus on Apple Plus?
Pluribus.
Ooh, no,
Pluribus.
I don't have Apple Plus. I must get
Pluribus.
Bus, yeah. Pluribus or something.
What's it?
Yeah.
What's the synopsis?
So it's basically everybody in the world becomes like a hive mind,
Mm-hmm.
except like 12 people.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, like the world, like everybody else is just like, it's like as if they're like taken over by aliens type of thing.
Oh, post-apocalyptic vibes.
Yeah, but they're super nice.
Oh, okay.
But it's made by the same guy who made Breaking Bad and Better Call
Oh, okay.
Saul.
So it is that sort of.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's really good. Movie. No, the last movie I watched is Freaky Friday.
Oh
Freak-
yes, I watched
Freakier-
the second one.
The second one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
I
last
actually
one.
bought the first one on Rakuten and then bought the second one the other day. It's good.
No, like it's like.
Did you like
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
It's grand. Yeah.
We don't get movies like that anymore.
I did prefer the original though.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
classic. That's a
You
classic.
can't beat it.
And then song. I don't know. I haven't been listening to much music, but I'll say Don Toliver, Backstreets.
Ooh,
Love.
Yeah, so I'll say that. That came back on rotation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's me. Yeah.
Love
Which
it.
one do you think, Sophie?
So maybe I'm just gonna give like what have I been watching? I actually can't think of one. I'm just gonna give a random one. Inventing Anna. If you haven't watched it yet, I know everybody's probably seen it at this rate, but just a little reminder
What's
for
that
anyone
about?
in case. Anna Delvey.
What's that about?
She was basically like she's actually like an icon now. She went to prison because she basically scammed rich people into thinking she was rich to get to the top. And then they
Ooh.
all tried to say like she stole money from them, but like you willingly fell for
Yeah, her
her.
scam.
But she's lit. It's actually a really good one. There's like an actress playing her in it. But yeah.
Ah.
Right.
Nice.
So that's us, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Make sure to like, subscribe, show the love, share with your friends if you think they'd enjoy the listen, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. We're on every platform you could want to tune in on. So make sure to show the love and stop watching and not subscribing. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
And plug your Instagram, your socials.
So my Instagram is Zerica Griffin _ and then my makeup account is Zerica's Art.
Slay. Thank you.
What did I say?
Love y'all.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.